Those back pages here. Thanks for tuning in. Getting a lot of great feedback from you guys, and I really appreciate you tuning in. And it's encouraging me to make more videos. So, here we go. This video is going to be on my favorite pre-war cards. It's not a very large collection, but I'm very proud of it. Oh, and this here is another, this was from last year's National PSA. Let you take a picture, and then they slabbed your picture and put a little congratulations, you've received a trading card, custom trading card commemorating the national blah 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 blah. So I went with my two great friends, Dustin and Kirk, and it's just one of the many perks, like I went over in my why you should attend the national video. So if you haven't seen that, do check that out. Anyway, on with the show. I like to go oldest to newest. It's just how I am. First up, the Georgia Peach. Ty Cobb. It's a Piedmont back, T206. Well loved, well rounded corners, well centered. It's got a little dot on there. Almost looks like paint. Might not show up. Very proud to own that. Next up, perfect example of buying the card and not the assigned grade. T206 Sweet Capital, Christy Mathewson, dark cap. Prefer this much more than the other one. That's just my preference. It's got great rich colors, very well centered, rounded corners. It's a 1 because when I turn it over, it's got some paper loss there, a little bit of paper loss, but the front of the card is beautiful and it does not take away from the overall presentation of the card. Next up, the man himself, the greatest of all time, Babe Ruth. 1933 Howdy, number 144. My personal favorite of them, of the four he has available. Certainly not the rarest, but he's actually swinging on a mound, and I just like the appeal of this card. It's well centered. It's a 1.5. Back is nice. Very proud to own this. Next up, the original Iron Man, Lou Gehrig. Sweet Lou. This was originally in an SGC 1.5, and I had it crossed over successfully many years ago, pre-hologram sticker. It's got some light creasing across the air, but it doesn't really show up very well. I mean, you have to look to see it. Traditional and stereotypical back. Proud to own this card, and it's almost like an angelic hue around him, and it just goes around his body. It doesn't really go on him, the staining. Alright, and lastly, Joltin' Joe. 1939 play ball. PSA 1.5. It's got a crease there. It's well centered. It's pretty darn good centered for the issue. There's the back. It's got that baggie in it, but I'm not a big fan of the baggies in the PSA cases, but it is what it is. And that's the extent of my pre-war baseball collection. I try to find centered examples in the highest eye appeal, lowest assigned grade possible to save on spending. And my goal is, besides centering, is active when they were active players. So obviously cannot afford these guys rookies cards, but I can afford, fortunate enough to own cards from their playing days. Now obviously this Wagner is not real. From 1995. Who put this out? TMC, I think. I can't. IMT put this out. It's just a cool, it's got a little, it was a PSA giveaway at 2013 Long Beach Expo. I was not in attendance, but I picked it up. Already slabbed like that. That's the one card I don't mind having a reprint. I'm never going to own the original. Short of hitting that mega millions. But, so that's okay. I don't mind having that. I mean, it's out of reach. It's okay. Anyway, I'm going on here. Getting a little long in the tooth for a short video. So again, I thank you for tuning in and commenting, liking, subscribing, blah, blah, blah. Stereotypical what everyone says on YouTube. But I appreciate it and have a great night.